Mate, Mesa, Mike.
Fancy, may I say, me Sunday a David Yamashara confirm. I think that Araujo issue na yeah can
101.3.
yeah, because I think as a player there has been a lot of things in Famano, and every player will stage or the developing. Masende Araujo ne injury chart for the last 2-3 seasons at Yamashara. When him say from that period in the day, when you like 6 different injuries.
Oh,
yeah. So at the Tosua, the image in the Tosua, you see when you have 6 different injuries, no player can progress and develop the potential no fully if he goes through such a phase. Again, no coach can tap the potential of a player when he's not available. Adia baku deep players in Japan. Injuries and availability. Plenty. To me, current training no what think is I was selecting in the Nabo match. Until from the 2022-2023 season, Araujo, say a year more than 100 days in the 2022-2023 season. Abronya 2 different injuries. Baku was an adductor tear. Then occurred 70 days. Missing a total of 16 games for both club and country. Or recover your buy and I don't know. Then he had to sit out the international window, missing 11 days. That same season, before he sat out 32 days. I may say 5 games for club and country with a calf injury. Oh, we recover. Then the following season, 37 days due to a muscle injury, making him miss 7 days for club and country. Then Obenya knee problems. 4 days will be out. He will miss a game for Barcelona. Then a hamstring injury, Ebe taking it out. The hamstring injury, Ebe 2024-2025 for Okunyano way.
That is this season.
Yeah, Okunyano way. Copa America.
Yeah.
So we know, Otina feel 147 days, missed 29 games for Uruguay and Barcelona. In Tueno, he did not have even the benefit of pre-season with Hansi Flick. The coach in the other 3 players no from Ashasi and when you be. And the time will be real no season, ya bar my picky heat. Players warm themselves up. A do season baby who plays ni na picky. In the time our Barca players ne picky in terms of our physical levels and your more fitness levels. And I feel na way na ba. It is a Barca players no already or take care of no more 70. When you be sure see if you 5. So you don't expect him to give you the output or more border than ever mount. There are always storylines to explain what really affects the performance of players. And you play a piano 50 prekono asa. Your factors be or why it influences and impacts on their performance, whether positively or negatively. And the deep players in yakese pano e be injuries na make am wasem no. So when we say within 3 seasons, he has never had a consistent period. And or your player on developing way in the age of 26 no konya an uninterrupted last 3 seasons na ko picky do stage be. But enam say breaks abem hiccups, interruptions due to injuries abem no. It has affected his progress. Inti na Barca for the domutrim sanka we no after 3 seasons there e was ankoye there or match your na ankoye a leader at the back. Die di nyane ba ko ne enye we injuries ne nko an. Inti die di nyane ba ko ne. The next one will be an uncertainty around his future. Player year tono, ya betono, unti bebre. Araujo ko Bayern. Araujo ko Juventus. Say, oh baby. Now you the dim komo about say future e wo baby ya wono enye secure da. Why dream na better saying? You will have an effect. Obadream. Oh, nade. So the moment psychologically you are affected by such rumors, it also affects your overall play. So let us be a bit understanding. Menka say we know him born but the potential that he has, he is not as worse as has been described. On yet said the more cano. And again, let's be very mindful when we are running the rule over the form of players. Players form it is say, dane. And your boy Inigo Martinez Abaso. Last season, Nabasa fans, Omudi Ejegunichim and Dajabi. Na kwe kra ekoto ne ba kra ye hu ne seso. Ye hu faso bi e won so asesen. But this season is a different player. So the form of players can pick any time. They only need consistency and certain factors to work to their advantage. So if Barca do not get Jonathan Tah, and if they are keeping Araujo, I don't think it is a loss. Eventually, as a backup to Kubasi, the only thing they pray for is that injuries in the last 3 seasons, he will be consistent and less gauge your measure and shadi. Away from that, the good and the bad of the UEFA Conference League near there, I am stating this emphatically. There has never been any big team on Safa Depeda. Show me one big team. I also know deal. Or see so no. A trophies I can see an unquan watching we are seeing and I will show you a liar. Show me one person who says only one big team or sees on timber from that. And I will show you a liar, a blatant one at that.
It is a Madrid war, 15 Champions League now.
Madrid for some time were competing for the 3rd-tier trophy in Europe. Olusu ni mienu.
Which is
beaten by Chelsea and Aberdeen, the Cup Winners' Cup. Time no, na a European Cup, which is not the Champions League, number 1. UEFA Cup, which is not the Europa League, number 2. The Cup Winners' Cup, which has been defunct for some time. And then the 4th one, Intercity's first cup. Madrid competed fairly and squarely in the 1970-71 Cup Winners' Cup. Chelsea na share no. 81-82 season, Cup Winners' Cup final, Aberdeen na share no je. UEFA Cup, or Jetwa Sumienu, or share video 10 AFC colon. 84-85, 85-86. Madrid went from 1966 no more Champions League. From 67 until 1997, they did not win the Champions League, and they played just one Champions League final until they won the Champions League final in the 1996-97 season. 80-81 no, a Liverpool na show moje. For Barcelona, Barca Intercity's first cup now me say a 4th-tier trophy. No, watching it 3 times. A common trophies or both. Yes. So fancy. Show me one person who says.
And also Barca mo kan kan. Meboa na ade a shock me say enu amukura mo so na rebetis ana meba mo se rebetis anoma have a chance to question first go no crab by ukuru ya hey oja na akwone sipongo no so dia meka just take a share for we am obi kura say gongon cap almost a cap no say
the Conference League trophy no the whole of Europe trophies the NFF
almost say don't know
no it is the most beautiful European Cup trophy.
Champions League national
trophy NFL
Champions League
national
trophy NFL papa the America kwakosiane say at various stages in the cycle of a football club, you will rise to the top, but also remember, now it is about what you do, and the say former chair, and now obe sorrintem. Ebimo tetwa, omu sorry bion, like Ajax Amsterdam, because era na ye woman no, omu kwan omu faso ye omu football no omu ntimi peje bion, embeje Champions League to say the hu no. Ya will be so table from one club ne culture ninti, they are able to find a solution. Like Barcelona, mostly finding solution from within. La Masia near the CSC near the Aba. You will be musu motekwa. They need a certain figure, a leader, to come and build them out. Like Madrid and Paris, like AC Milan and Silvio Berlusconi. Before Sir Berlusconi befa Milan and Negu. No, be peja ni beyond the bar Europe. BJ Champions League ni be in the early stages under Fabio Capello. Like the same inspirational leaders, and then they know here owners like Chelsea and Abramovich. Send be or be pija club no from one destiny line and they acquire another destiny line. Before Abramovich, Chelsea's destiny line was at best competing fairly in the Champions League. Otimibo could do quarter final, okay. But after Abramovich, Chelsea's destiny changed and they became serial winners at that. Now, a football club now, that's sorry, you say, dear or no, or club president or your owner, no, ya team nefin in same you guno. Season in Asha see a course wo. Ya club nefin in same afe no abine and a year bet red year, ye the club never mano. How many football clubs can survive with this?
Nobody.
How many? Especially when you don't know one. The club ne kwa komano and the person or the club near. So Chelsea was collapsed. Literally. Omugu Chelsea. I'm telling you for a fact. They collapsed the club. And now Silas Ferguson create free man you know share the to now imagine. Not just Ferguson but your J club ni na.
Hit baba.
So you will need to situate things into proper context, understand it. And sana wati asiye oba no woda. Oye bonini wako beye 30 years on woda onya yefunu fanfan emfa wo ba. Ninu yanom de ebi ma wo ntafo. Ebi ma wo de omobo ho miensa. So in the family she's the only barren woman. Nyankopa ya adom no wa wo ba ko a wo say na wo nuano ma wo miensa o ma wo 90 wa wo ba ko ne dede na wo ye ne free won tin situation na say dey be free buy
Conference League.
Oh baba
Conference League mo Sarah story la ro. Conference League.
Woman and Kasana.
Simple.
And you Ukraine also Rebetis Veggie.
Me catch us Rebetis. Oh, yesterday I started here and I said that Chelsea has an opportunity to win the trophy.
Me couldn't look at now Betis.
I saw they trade Chelsea Conference League too much. Because as a Conference League, I say,
why probably a
no,
me my catch will say, and your trophy be a here is Barcelona mo ye na we mo tiny in age and the catch will say. Chelsea Bemo omu neutralize bibia.
And I don't think anybody here says that Chelsea would win the trophy.
So the point is, Chelsea fan. She just no kuntai. Chelsea fan. She just no ye kuntai na mpeje wa beti.
Conference League.
Yes.
Conference League final. Mu nyina mo se enye competition.
But
obi o wasase so reball
ni. Message na o Chelsea fan bia na so obo.
Anadwi obi o enu anadwi obi a reball ni.
Yeah, chest out na so obo ni. Say ya. Oh yeah, Chelsea fan say ya. Na obi ba no yes o catch us and na ji we se fire ko we kakra. Na fe o nine
Conference League.
But on a more serious note, I think to me Betis lost but they were winners. Mechanics na say o ma show mo ho animonyam. No kre mu. Chelsea budget no they year football no. So o ma Betis e mu 20%. They will do better than they are doing. Into their nature, winners no more no. It was to portray how far this club has come, and I was happy their fans were applauding the players in the aftermath of the game. Winners no Manuel Pellegrini. Pellegrini studied as an engineer, so that explains why he's able to build. Pellegrini. Civil engineer. That explains how he's able to build players, build teams. Enra, he did not win the trophy. And yet they be an away winning trophy now. It's just 1 year successful. No, at times you will lose a trophy, but you will still be successful. And I think that story should go for Real Betis. Nathan, McBatra, ni team no say Mudia. Castaways no also Ricardo Rodriguez or a castaway or Milan.
Yeah.
Or Torino Kobo Kakra ya Tona Betis. He has played to a cup final.
Isco,
the biggest story is Isco's. Isco hadn't been in the Spanish team for 6 years. Somebody almost among Kaibe Bresa, the Menchu Chimfanko Kakrebi. August 2022, Isco joined Sevilla, the bitterest rivals of Real Betis. December 2022, no, my Pamono.
Yeah.
Isco didn't have a club. Then in comes Pellegrini, the same person responsible for molding Isco and bringing him to the top. When he said 2012, Isco Nigeria the Golden Boy Trophy, which is the equivalent of the Ballon d'Or for their players on under 21. Stories there trophy Isco marker. They described Isco as a player who the skill set of Aguero and on a passing class vision that says Zidane. So he was a player they built for the top. At times, o potential and I na was so, but baby I'll be fano a bit me dumuja and it might not even help you to rise. A be a Isco no.
Pellegrini and Isco dia okay crown. Okay, so just last season, OJ almost more than 9 man of the match awards for Betis. No ko Euros ni bio. And no pride.
Yeah.
So he no your Bianco back spin almost quite the simple crana. Isco do Coco Praia.
Exactly.
When you Mora. There we Chelsea are in
Right. So these storylines best explains. When you say Europa League, they had like 26 chances created, 6 of them big chances. It gave him the opportunity again to rise in his footballing career. And befitting say it had to be the same manager who paved the way for him to be identified as a great. Or no soon wabwa na mo ababedrua. Enra Isco born no boy.
Be our first half no.
Now Isco or Chelsea team ni mo. And no mobile final way. Chelsea would have won 15-0. He single-handedly became a tormentor in chief for Chelsea. Eche kai say the muna so mo bono. Onya ya no makon no ma bona to. Beautiful player, and it is deserving. Say, you're born about so send you say Kopama yet your bayer na Chelsea Ajia. I think it will be unfair if you don't come here and sing the praises of Isco, Francisco Roman. And I think that it was only befitting say Pellegrini and so training Muncio no yini PB say akwawe on sign. Mona munhu ni UC. And I'm repeating, baby Isco kofa and intia. Na bo achede dia. It should have been better and been at a higher individual pedestal than maybe away.
On a Madrid Champions League or J5.
Yeah, or J5. But now you can't tell he played a crucial role.
Yeah.
Real Madrid UEFA Super Cup. Hey, Isco. But I think Spain going into the Nations League with the form of Isco, Pedri. Yama on the hard dream,
Fabian Ruiz
on the hard dream, on the mobile too much.
No, first half on the deal.
Mobile too much.
Now even the whole game ni in Accra, second half now Chelsea bay no. He was the only difference. Onyabo announced no wait your strong. Baby or coffee fire in tia. Different. Oh baby or coffee fire.
Wait, Man United
Okoda Barca team name. Ana omuhu ni use. Even at Madrid, if they had seen how to use him. Come on, Isco.
My couldn't be United answer.
Hey,
Isco.
Oh,
I think Tamano or Malahano. Scout no more United no scouting but I believe he says be Nitini Solodo.
It's
your bed in then a be win. So I say we Ferguson has always been saying it too. Then the same thing happened with Matthias Delate at first Wayas. So almost some projective here papa so.
It also can say we won. I won't really grab a ball, man. You
club where they are United, you are
political club being on Manchester United. And you know, still, have you ever seen? Has there ever been a salvation for a devil who is already in hell?
Like Omo who see with Omo intention, no my baby. Omo to miss his son name, no master son badge. I say United see some logo, see some baby. Sad devil no money in frame.
Come on,
now the Omo ye.
Whoa.